Hi, everyone. Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. We have a very special and wonderful guest with us here today. Hi, Neema.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're here with me.
I am so happy to be here.
Oh, we're going to have a great time together. I just adore you as a person and then also all the things you make. So I'm
Um,
really excited and I think we're going to have a great time.
oh, thank you.
Let's see
well,
who else here. I
um,
can say
we
hello
have.
to
I
everyone.
have big. I'm sorry. I have big ideas. Well, not that big, no.
Right?
But I have
Oh,
some
it's going to
ideas
be
for today.
fun. It's going to be fun. Well, hello, Mr. Jason. How's it going? Hi, Angie. Hello, Kim. Hello, Terry and Norma. Good morning. Good morning. Kim, I hope you're okay. I got your message that earthquake in Alaska was nearby. Oh my goodness. I've been praying for you and all of Alaska. Y'all been going through it this year. Hi, Debbie Trapp. Terry, was it close to you too? I know you're in Alaska. Hi, Beth. Hello, my brainy mess. Good morning. It's so good to see you all. So, I have a special guest today, and her name is Neema. And she is going to guide us through today's project. So, Neema, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So I do watercolor. I make cards, but mostly I'm doing watercolor everywhere I go, and then I'm doing these little things, but I didn't start that small. Actually, everything started trying to create a little book, and this is 5 by 7. And I follow
Mm,
some Betty's and Penny's instructions to make the book. I found other um, sources also, and I'm started putting watercolor together, and then taking this book with me everywhere I was going and just to paint little things.
mm-hmm.
And
Oh, it's lovely.
thank you. And not only painting scratches and things like that, but I was taking this with me. And one day I was in a meeting and I had a strip of paper with me, and I started folding that paper. It was from the leftover of one of my books, the bottom part. And I folded and folded, and it became like an accordion. And
Yeah.
yep, and that's how I started making these other little books. And I make them every size, but I like them small because I can just take them with me to the airport in my pocket with a little brush and then start painting. And I was thinking that maybe today we can do some snowmans. And this is my snowman one. I love
Oh,
this one. This is,
I love it.
and we can do some snowmans.
Yes, let's do it. And we're going to paint little, but you guys can paint
Mhm.
any size you want. Hi, Nip Nip. Oh gosh, I love that effect with the blue one with the, I don't know if you use salt
This one.
on, yeah, that effect in the sky.
That's salt.
It is salt. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. So
You can do something like
when
that.
you showed me your little books, I thought of this book that I have. We made this together on my channel a couple of years ago, and it's an ornament. I just went and grabbed it off of our tree, but it's an ornament that is, a little junk journal. Mine measures probably like 3 by 4, maybe not even that big, honestly. Um, 3.5 by 2.5. and it's just filled with little papers and just little things. It was from 2022 is when we made it, but I didn't fill all the pages because I wanted to be able to put things in them later. And so we can put pictures in there each school year or whatever. We can just kind of add a little something to it. And so it's so funny because my daughter really loves this book and the concept of this book. And, it's just a little tiny thing and it's so fun because it's a great way to use your scraps. So all week here, we've been using our scraps. Yes, it's ATC sized. Um, but I think, even with your little watercolor books, I often have leftover watercolor scraps like that, those strips. So I think that is just the perfect way to use them up. I keep mine over in a pile over here. And so you're saying these can be any size.
Yes, absolutely. This one that I have in here, this is 2.5. And then when you open it, it's 3. So 1.5
Okay.
by 2.5. But again, that's the strip is as long as you want the book to be the many pages you want, and maybe you can glue them so you can continue. But what always do is that I start with um my first folding will be up because this is the one that is going to be attached
To the cover.
to the cover,
Uh huh.
and then from there I continue folding, and it's not going to be perfect, especially because I just this paper is very very thick. It's 300 GSM,
Oh,
so
yes.
it's really thick, and it's hard to put it through the board,
Bone folder.
board, yeah,
Yeah.
and score in there. So I just go and then folding in here. Let me just move these other ones.
So I'm grabbing my Be Inspired paper. This is 9 by 12. This is the one that I got at Walmart when I was traveling, and I actually really like it. One of the things I like about it is it dries really quickly. So, like in a live, when I'm doing
Ah,
live videos, my work can dry a lot quicker. So, should I
well,
cut the cover maybe at maybe I think I'll do 3 inches high. And then I can get 3 strips from 1 sheet of paper. I am always trying to maximize my paper usage and minimize my scraps. So a lot of times when I'm deciding the size of my projects, it really begins with the size of my paper. Are you that way?
oh, absolutely. So I I don't I stopped saving the little pieces like this.
Mhm.
But when I'm trying to make a book, I try to um make like, oh, if I paint this size today, even this is 1 inch, 1 by 1, in every page. And trying to in my head when I cut this, I'm thinking, what's the best way to cut it so I can have a leftover that I can use.
Yes.
If it's
Oh, look
something
at
like
that
this, I'm not
teeny
gonna.
tiny little journal. That is so cute.
This is 1 by 1, and here's a journal that I made. Not like yours, and I like to put like a elastic or a ribbon so I
Mhm.
can keep them together. And this is what's the size of this one? Um, this is 1.5 by 1.5. So when you open it, it's 3 by 1 by 1.5.
Mhm.
And it is just like a journal with your little pages, so you can write something if you find a very small pen, and you get some pictures, little room for some pictures.
So cute.
This is one of your pictures from one of your papers. This is from last year, and I found a small one in there, and I put it in there.
Oh, it's
And
so
then I
adorable.
and then I got some spaces so you can put little things like a belly band type of just pockets everywhere so you can and maybe we can paint something and put it in there. Here's another two little tags and another belly band.
Yes. So adorable, so micro, so mini, and I absolutely love it. I've
And
always loved miniatures though.
for that one I have a method that I use with something really, really simple. It's not like the watercolor because I use regular paper, but I use the same method, the accordion method for that one. And here is what I use. Let me show you. And
The accordion journal is my favorite, the concertina or concertina. Um, because you don't have to sew. You know, you
yeah.
just glue on your front and back cover, fold
Mhm.
everything, and no sewing is required. And I love looking at them. And I just think they're so interesting the way you can make a scene. I have one actually right here that I keep. Um, so I don't show this one very often, and I never made a tutorial for it, but it was with one of Desiree's stamp releases. And so this one measures, I
Mhm.
think, 4 by 4. No, it really doesn't have a set measure. It's just over 3.5. But I made this one so that, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see
Oh
it better.
wow.
I made this one like a story, so a moment in time, and um, I made it with Desiree's stamps and watercolor, and it's just a little concertina, and um, it's like a story about a little girl who sets out on, she's dreaming, and she and her dog set out on this big adventure, and they make a wish, and they find love and friendship along the way. And I just love, like, the way it looks when you fold it like a book, but also the fact that you can unfold the whole story.
Wow. That's beautiful. So we can make that one. We can forget about painting today and we can make that one.
Oh, no, no, but I do really I just had that off to the side because, I always have it off to the side, but because I just really love the idea and the concept of these kinds of little journals. So when you showed me what we'd be making today, I got really excited.
So here is one method that I use to make it really, really quick. This paper, I get this one in the Dollar Tree. Well,
Okay.
125. This is the peel and stick wallpaper.
Oh.
And then what I do is that I cut the strip and I fold the strip, and I already have that folded. And and what I do after that is that I'm just gonna start peeling the paper. Let me try the other side because when you try to do it live,
Right. It
it's
goes
okay.
wonky.
Yep. All right. So my method for this one is that I'm not gonna use glue, but then I need to keep this one on this side. That's a trick that I'm using. And then I'm gonna start peeling and putting them together. Because I already have them fold, I just have to just follow the folding, and then
Mm,
cut that.
nice, and already
This is
has
the
the
last one.
stickiness.
Yeah,
So then
this is
those
the last one.
pages won't unfold, they'll stay together,
They
and
stay
it's
together.
another way to make this book, but slightly different and still no sewing.
Yep. This is not sewing. It's still to get
Right.
it stick together in there. And because the type of paper kind of it's not gonna break in the middle. Sometimes with the watercolor, I have some watercolors that I
Yes.
put a lot of water and then it breaks. So
Mm.
for these books, I always put a spine because if I put a lot of water, with the watercolor paper, we'll do that. But these ones, I use them
Oh,
for this type of journals in here. And it doesn't matter what color you have in here because you're going to cover that with the paper.
I see. Oh, I can't wait for you to show us how you build these little books. Are you guys
So
excited? Hi, Vicky.
so
Hi,
now that I'm going to
Crystal.
continue with this one if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
So
Okay, so
now
what I've done while you were talking is I have
Mhm.
folded my three strips that I cut from that one sheet of 12 by 9 by 12 watercolor paper. So I now have three strips that are 3 inches by 12 inches that are accordion folded.
So the next step will be for the cover.
Okay.
And for the covers, I cut the cover two pieces about the same size, maybe 1/8 of an inch wider.
Uh huh.
Yeah, on the horizontal side.
Okay.
And cover them first
Okay.
so they're nicely whatever paper
Mm-hmm.
you want to use. And I have some Christmas paper in here. But
I'll
thought I
probably
want to
grab.
prepare something, but kind of forgot to about the cover.
No worries. It's good because then everybody will get to see and kind of learn how you do it. So then do you use like cereal board or like I have
Oh
all
yeah,
these old packaging
yeah. You can use something like that. Yeah,
macaroni board.
perfect. Yeah, absolutely. You can use something like that, or you can use some kind of uh, I don't know, cardboard. This is this is just um I have it came in a package. And I also save when I get notepad or the watercolor pads on the back. They have
Yes, I
that
do the
cover.
same.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
save all that, and this is from one of those.
Okay. I do the same thing.
So I'm measuring this one, like I said. I'm used to measure in centimeters,
Oh, okay.
but it's too. So sometimes it's easier for me immediately go with centimeters. Grew up in Puerto Rico. We have the system already all mixed up. Like I always said in Puerto Rico, we drive in miles per hours, but the distance are measured in kilometers.
That's so funny.
And then when you giving someone like instructions to get somewhere, like directions, you said it's in the kilometer 4.5, but then you everything else is in miles. The speed is in miles. The cars that come in American cars, and the temperature, the body temperature. We measure the body temperature. Um, like I need, well, just as a little joke, when I moved to US, my youngest one was 3 years old, and she got sick. And then I called the nurse, and he said, if the temperature goes over 102, bring her immediately. And then and my brain immediately I was thinking like, oh my gosh, 102, she'll be boiling by then. And it was like, I was thinking that like
And like
body
Celsius.
temperature, we measure like 40 degrees, 37 to
Right.
40. If it gets fever, it's 40. And then room temperatures, we also measure them like that. But if we talk about weather, we say 97, 100, 103. So body temperature for me never occurs that it was measured in that
Oh,
way.
yes. I could
All right, so
totally
let me
see
just
that.
cut this one in here.
And when your child is sick, you're so stressed that
Hmm.
I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Okay. So I'm going to use some scraps, and now I have enough for all three books cut. Now, you guys are going to be able to follow Neema's painting tutorial. If you don't want to make a mini book, you don't have to. What you can do is follow her painting tutorial, and you will be able to make cards or journaling cards or whatever it is that you like to make still from her painting examples. So if y'all aren't into the little books, that's okay. Stick around because there's still a lot to take in here as far as her painting because she does beautiful painting.
And you can paint just in a piece of paper. Like sometimes I paint in a large piece of paper, and then I cut it whatever size I want. And even if it's small and I want to put it in a card, I'm probably gonna leave a border around. So it could be small, but it could fit a large space.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I ended up just measuring with the book, and then I can just make it right later. My books are not perfect. If you want a perfect book, you can find it at beautypennies.com.
Oh, I don't know about perfect over here, Neema.
And then for me, it's
Ah,
it's also about saving time and finding the easiest way possible to make something.
yes, I get it. I
Here is something that is very, very important when you're making this type of books. When you're positioning your cover, you need to make sure that it is kind of on the right on there on the spine. You don't want to have any part of the cover sticking out, because what's going to happen is when the book opens flat, you don't want those parts, those two covers to overlap. They need to touch but not overlap. So that's how you want it. And this one has a little bit of a ribbon in there. So there's actually room for the ribbon to stick out, or maybe you want to just put it in there. But they should be flat when you open it in the middle.
mm-hmm.
Otherwise, when you're trying to paint flat, it will never be flat. And that's why I make this type of books for painting, because sometimes I paint the whole scene and I
And you want to
want
paint across
continuous.
the two pages?
Yep. And it could be like continuous in there, and no seam. It's just an entire page in there.
I also just thought of something else, like if you wanted to make the little books, but you're feeling a bit insecure about the painting part, this would be a great project to pull out all those tiny stamps. We all get those stamp sets and we're like, what am I going to do with those tiny stamps? Well, this is a great tiny stamps project. So you could follow along with us and make these little books, but if you're not sure about the painting part, you could also use your tiny stamps.
Oh yeah. And we can paint with watercolors on
Mhm.
those tiny stamps.
That's right. So just take what we're doing and make it work for you would be my advice. And let me say hi to some people coming in. Hello, Paula K. Hi, Jonna. Hi, VJ. There's a couple of Vickies. Alyssa, 5K's here.
Yay.
Hi. My hubby loved your card. It was the first one he opened. He has taken y'all's cards out. They are now in the man cave. The man cave is going to be decorated with all the birthday cards you guys sent him. Thanks again, again, and again. Oh my goodness, we started setting up Christmas. Yesterday was such an interesting day. So we went out for Black Friday. I took my daughter because she had never been Black Friday shopping and she wanted to go. So I took her out for Black Friday. Oh, one quick thing. I forgot to put any glue between my cover paper and my cardboard. And you definitely want to do that, or else there will always kind of be, for me, I don't like it. There's a gap
Mhm.
between the two. Are you like that, Neema?
What
I like
the
to make sure my cover really is attached to that cardboard
Oh,
and
yeah.
not just wrapped around it.
Yeah, I always put glue, you know, and
Yeah,
then
I
I
forgot to put the glue there. And I never like it when I do that. So I
Mhm.
just put some in. So yeah, I took her for Black Friday and then I was like, we're just going to stop by Costco real quick because I needed to pick up some essentials. But I've been really needing tires for my cars. And I thought, well, let me check on tires. It was like if you give a mouse a cookie. My whole day yesterday got away from me because it was very much like if you give a mouse a cookie, then he's going to want a cup of milk. So we went to Costco, ended up getting a new set of tires, but I had to drop my car off. And it just like all day long, it felt like just a chain reaction. And Nima, I want to thank you for being so patient because I didn't message you till very late. And I meant to get a hold of you much earlier, but my whole day just kind of got away from me.
That's okay. It wasn't late. It was fine. My day
Uh,
went really crazy too. I'm very accident prompted, so I had a I fell from the bed last night. I mean, not last
oh
night, the night before. So I scratched my back with the board.
no. Oh,
Um, and
goodness.
I, I, I mean, it was a mess. So I was a mess. I was in so much pain that I didn't go anywhere. So I saved a lot of money.
Right? Oh, I don't even, yeah. The amount of money I spent yesterday because of the tires, but and other things.
But that's a necessity, you know?
I'm glad you're okay though.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I'm very clumsy,
Mm.
but I also have balance issues.
Mm.
And I'm supposed to use a little cane, and I never do it, and things like that. And then this morning, I was just getting ready, cutting some paper, and then a paper cut. So that's why
Oh my
my little,
goodness.
and that hurts more than my scratches on my back yesterday.
One day, my daughter came home from school and she said, I don't know why you're a paper crafter. And I was like, what? And she's like, I just got a paper cut in ninth period. I would never be a card maker if that's how they feel.
Yep,
Oh, it just made me laugh. She's like, How does a paper cut hurt so much?" And I was like,
I know,
well,
I
I
know.
don't know. I guess because it gets you on your hands and it's usually just right in the spot where you don't want one, a
Mhm.
cut, and I don't know,
Yep. Hey,
but
I
I
wanted to
agree,
say
they hurt.
something um, about 5K. Alessa
Oh, yeah.
um, came to my lupus walk. I
Oh,
met her for a first time, and I was
oh,
so excited, and I'm so, so grateful for that, that she took that extra
I can tell that
thing, and then
Alyssa is just a
uh,
sweetheart. We have so many wonderful people in our community. That is so thoughtful. I love that.
yeah.
Did y'all talk about cards the whole time?
No,
Did y'all walk together?
we walked together. We got there early. We met at the my husband went with me, and we met at the gate, and it was like an instant connection
Oh,
in
I
there.
love it.
Yeah.
I
So
love
I
it.
just every time that I see her, I just want to acknowledge her, and then and then give her the all the honor that she deserves. So,
Oh.
since my little notebooks are not perfect, at this time I'm always doing like a last minute arrangement in here. Like I'm gonna trim a little bit all this extra little paper, and if I need to cut it, it's easier because this is the just the base.
Now, I'm gonna do a different book because I'm not gluing my pages together the way yours are. I'm gonna
Okay,
keep mine in the
an
accordion form.
accordion. Yes.
Mhm.
So, now that is trimmed to a little smaller than my board, than my back, or the front of the back, I'm just gonna peel this part in here because I'm using that wallpaper and position, like I said, this back flat, flush in there, and then to the other side, and then you got your base, your little book.
Awesome. Yeah,
I
so you
mean, this
guys,
is
you
just four
have to
pages.
have that spine like she was instructing if you're going to glue your pages together or use that like Dollar Tree wallpaper.
Yeah, and I do have one. No, let me show you this. Safe. I guess if I move my camera up a little bit. Okay.
Hi, Jason. I do have my tea this morning. I absolutely do. And I actually put it in my Pooh Bear honey pot cup because I got this in Florida last year and Neema lives in Florida. So I was like, oh, let me grab my honey pot cup this morning.
So here is another one. This is also in watercolor. And oh my gosh, it's so long. I'm just gonna let's see. If I move it like this, I just want to show you the extension of this. um, it is 4 pages,
Aw,
but it opens in a very weird way
it's
because
so
this part in here,
cute.
do you see like let's see if I can stand it like that, you could see how it is.
Oh, that's
Is-
interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
And then
How
you can
did you
fit.
do that on like how'd you do that?
I follow a tutorial. Do you think I can come up with something
Okay,
like
that
this?
is neat. Is the whole book like that?
Yeah, the whole book is like that.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to want to make one of those. I love that you did all those different fun little houses. You guys look at her watercolor paintings. Oh, Neema, I just love them. What
And
a cool book.
I know, yeah. And it's not that big,
Right?
but it can fit so many things in there. I love this book. So I call that one "Home is Where Your Heart Is,"
Yes.
um, because it's all about dwellings. It's all about places to be. Yeah.
Norma thinks it's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you, Norma. It's kind of weird. Norma is my name, my real name too.
Oh, really? Oh.
Norma Iris.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't it's not a popular name anymore. I guess many years ago when Marilyn Monroe was alive.
Right? Norma Jean.
Norma Jean, yeah.
Kim in Alaska said, "When I was young, I didn't believe a paper cut. So I used a big piece of paper and tried it. Ouch." Yeah, I know. It can really get you. Um, And Vicky said, "Oh, she's done that before, as far as getting injured, getting out of bed."
Ah, yeah. I don't know how that happened. I can't think. I can't recreate it because it was kind of such a weird thing. But,
Okay, so I'm going to, what do you think, Nima? Should I attach my covers later or attach them now?
I will say if you're gonna paint,
Uh-huh.
um, and you're not gluing them, then attach them later because it will
That's what I
be
think.
easier.
Yeah. So I'm going to put my two little covers. These are my covers, you guys, off to the side, but all I'll end up doing is just gluing them right in there. So that's going to cover the cardboard, and I'll just glue them right in there like so. And we'll have a little book at the end of the day. So, are we ready to paint? Where are you at in your process?
I am ready because I have my books in here.
Awesome. I'm ready too. Now, I want to know, what's your favorite watercolor and how many palettes do you have?
My husband is not here, so I guess I can tell you exactly. I have 2 drawers of I counting them now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have these little ones that I like them.
Do you have a favorite brand?
I have, brands that I use, um, when I paint professional, when I paint
Mhm.
for an exhibit or for something like that, or for a customer, I paint with Daniel Smith.
Okay.
Or I also like from time to time I paint with Lucas
Oh,
and
yes.
Winsor and Newton.
Okay.
Those are my three for more professional. And I paint with anything, even food coloring if I'm just painting for fun.
Wow. I've never
So
heard of that. I
oh, I
mean, I've
have
heard
a
of
little
people
video.
using like their inks, like their re-inkers, or, even myself, take my ink pad and just kind of mash it onto an acrylic block and use my stamping inks to watercolor with.
Yeah. I think I have a little video on um my channel. Painting is wasn't a Christmas theme. It was a very simple scene with using different like just stamping and food coloring. Watercolor, the
Mhm.
same painting, doing it in three different methods. And then the third method is using food coloring.
Wow.
So and it's like watercolor.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right, so I'm gonna paint with since I'm painting little, I'm gonna paint with little
Little palette.
palettes in there. This is it's like a pearl type of colors, and it has a beautiful gold in there. And these are just primary colors, regular colors. Have my spray bottles.
Awesome. Well, I'm all set up and ready to go. I'm going to read some comments. Hello, Miss Paula Rice. I saw you sneak in there. And Vicky Emerson, I haven't seen you in quite some time. I'm so glad you're here. And everyone thinks your book is really beautiful, and it most certainly is. Oh, lost the
Thank you.
chat. There we go. I have the Artistro set, Bitty Penny. I got your recommendation quite a while ago. I really like it. Oh, nice.
Thank- So I'm thinking. that we can, if you like this painting, the one, the snowman, we can
I like
paint
them
that one.
all. I like them all.
We can paint with salt a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But doesn't that take some time?
to dry.
Yeah.
Well, um, we can paint too, and it won't take that much that long. And you can use the heat gun to paint to
Oh,
let
so
it
when
to
you put
make
your
it dry.
salt down, you can use a heat gun?
Yeah, I let it sit a little bit
Ah,
just to create the effect. But once the effect that it's there is done, I or we can just do the sky just to practice, and then continue with a different one.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I have I'm gonna paint on my other book, and then I'm gonna paint the sky and that one.
Okay.
So in that way, we can continue with the second one in here. So I'm gonna do the same one, one with the salt and one without it. Is
Okay.
that okay?
Yeah, of course. Anything.
All right. So
This is not a very realistic group here. Whatever you want to do.
thank you. Since I'm painting in a book, I use clips just to keep the book flat.
Okay.
Sometimes I use tape if I want to create a border, but since the book is so small, I'm not gonna worry about that in there. Oh, I forgot to tell you that when I paint on my channel, I normally use Paul Rubens. That's another one that I like because it has so many colors.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to do as much mixing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for mixing, my palettes are plexiglass.
Oh,
That's what I use.
nice.
All right, so let's start with the sky in here. And I'm just gonna go really.
So my instinct, I
Mhm.
want to like sketch my snowman in pencil. Do you ever do that or do you just paint?
Um, Snowman's. I kind of have an idea the way they look,
Uh-huh.
and I leave the space in there. But it's a good idea to sketch. But if the sketch will be, for example, just like one small and one large. If you want to make it three, it's fine. But that will be the only thing that we need to do for that. And
I think I like the idea of sketching it for spatial
okay, yeah,
idea.
to have an idea where you're gonna put it in there.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm doing um the first layer, instead of wetting the paper with water only, I'm just gonna start with a little bit of ink. It's gonna be wet and wet after this layer.
Oh, okay, so you go wet on dry first
Hmm. And
and
then I'm
then you do.
gonna build the layers. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. This is like proper watercolor, you guys. I love it.
And then my
So is
paper is
in
gonna buckle right away.
severe thunderstorms. Is anyone getting their paper out and their watercolors or stamps or anything? Is anyone crafting along with us? You don't have to be doing what we're doing. Just curious.
I like
So
to add other colors. The
not
pink,
just
red.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it some variation. Can I add the other colors in the second layer when we do wet on wet?
Yeah, that's
So I can just lay it down as blue to keep it
yeah.
simple and kind of get my outline of where my sky is going to be. And then in
Mhm.
my second layer, I can do a purple or something like that.
Yep. I love that you're doing the whole page.
Yeah, and create a little scene. So now you're doing your wet on wet technique.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no. Where did I go? I'm sorry.
You're fine. There you are.
Whew. My phone flew all the way to
It went traveling, huh?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I am backward, I think. Let's put it this way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good now. Okay. I was just trying to put the plug, connecting the phone to the plug. That's when all that happened. I apologize for that. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, don't you worry. I hit my phone all the time. It's okay. You know what? I have to go get salt because I don't have any in my craft room.
All
I
right.
tried the salt method before and I was unsuccessful. And I was like, well, I'll just take this back to the kitchen and didn't bother keeping any in here.
Okay, so go get it. And when you come back before you put the salt, you have to put a little more water
Water.
or paint. I'll wait for you. Hmm. I'll wait for you. All right. So I paint snowmans everywhere. And the truth is that I paint everything. I paint a lot of rocks. I I paint the wall if my husband doesn't get too mad. And but watercolor is something that I always love because it's just I cannot paint oil because it takes too long. Watercolor dries fast and I can do it from anywhere.
That'd be great. I love it.
And if your snowman looks very, very wonky, don't worry. Because when we shape the snowman, we can pull from that blue inside of the body. So I'm just adding a little more colors in here to my palette so I can make this one look. This one is not going to have salt, the one in the book.
I'm back, Neema.
Okay.
So I'm adding in more color. I just tapped in even more color.
Yep.
And now do I just sprinkle my salt?
Yeah. When you sprinkle the salt, you want your paper to be a glossy wet.
It is.
And and then sprinkle the salt. And the
Okay.
effect of the salt, it will depend on the type of salt that you're using.
I'm using a semi-coarse sea salt.
Yeah, so you're gonna get, like a medium size.
Yes.
So let me just because I moved to the other one. And and don't sprinkle too much because you want to
Oh,
leave
okay.
it room for the salt to react.
Okay. So I think I have enough. And so
Start
now I
making.
just set it to the side.
Set it to the side, and then um, I will say that in 15, 20 minutes, when you see that the reaction, you can use the heat gun to continue with that.
Okay.
I love it. It's gonna have a really, really good reaction.
Yay. I've tried the salt technique, haven't had success with it. So I did that figure it out.
And the other thing that I use a lot at this stage, and you can put some, if you have um, gouache,
I do.
or this is split proof white, but with gouache will work as well.
Okay.
You can get some in here, and because it's still wet, it's gonna give you like a spread in there,
Okay.
and it give you that effect.
So I can sprinkle it even over the
Oh
salted area and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get some gouache.
And it's gonna become like little stars.
Oh, I love stars.
And once it gets dry, you can do it again, and then you get two different type of stars. You get the ones that they're very, very far away that can kind of dissipate in there, and then you get the one that you do at the end that they're gonna be the very, very fine one. So let's put this on the side in here. And I didn't put too much salt in that one. And I'm gonna continue with this one that it will be with no salt.
I like how they look like snow because of the wetness that they're
Mhm.
like, they have fuzzy edges. So they
Yep.
really look like snowflakes.
Yep.
Nice. Nice. I'm learning. Hi, hand art. Anyone that I might have missed. Hello, Linda Veal Zinjan. Someone asked earlier what paper you're using. I'm curious too. I am using an inexpensive watercolor paper from Walmart. I mean, it's not like a Walmart brand, but that's where I got it when I was traveling because I left my house without watercolor paper to go to Paper Ganza, but it's the Be Inspired. It's by Royal and Lang Nickel. It's the Artist Studio Jumbo Pad. You get 50 sheets of 9 by 12, and I love it. I love it. Look, that tells you how much I love it. I've used half of it already.
I haven't tried that one. I'm gonna find it.
I like it. And I like
Right. So mhm. For me, I'm using um from Hobby Lobby, the brand that they have now, because they switched the. Let me just get it in here. Oh, I'm a mess. They switched instead of the Master Touch that it was the one that they had before. Um, with their own brand now, everything is made by. And here is the one that I'm using. That's actually it's exact Master Touch by Fabriano. And Fabriano is a great brand. It's kind of expensive when you look at the regular one. This is the and but you can find it. for a really, it's not exactly the same blend because I think that's maybe 30% cotton, but it is and the hot press is 30% cotton, and then this one is just a pulp, but it actually works really good. I like it. Um,
Nice.
when I paint on a professional level,
Okay, guys, I think we lost Neema. Um, I don't know what was just happening with the
yeah, am I
stream.
here?
Yeah, you're here now. Well, I hear you, but I can't see you. I just see black. I didn't know Fabriana and Masters Touch joined forces either, Zenjen.
Yeah, Fabriano is doing. Um, I don't. I really don't know what happened. That they switched um the manufacturer, but they put everything on
Mm.
sale like 75%, and I have plenty. Like maybe.
Hi, Kalinda. So, Neema, I still can't see your screen, but I can hear you. Is your camera on?
Hold on, yeah, my camera is. Let's see.
There's like a button for it, I think.
Yeah, I know
And the
it
little
looks
drop
like I'm
down menu
frozen
on
in
the
here.
right.
Let me exit and come back.
Yeah, exit and I'll all you have to do is use that link I sent you and I can add you back in. Okay, guys, she will be back. Oh, technical difficulties. I'm going to, in the meantime, draw another snowman while we wait for her to come back. This one's going to be big and full, just full of it. I'm going to go across the page as well. Hold on, she's texting me. Well, you guys, thanks for being patient as we work through this. Technology is just one of those things. It doesn't stress me out. I hope it won't stress her out either. Um, I know you guys are good. In the meantime, you guys definitely need to check out Norma. I'm Norma. I looked up and saw Norma saying hi to Zal. Hi, Zal Storm. Hey, Ave. Good to see y'all. Um, Check out Neema's channel. I mean, she's a watercolor artist. That's what she does. So if you've been wanting, maybe you have watercolors and you're like, I just never use them. I need more inspiration. I want to watercolor more. Neema's your girl. And she's a card maker and obviously a journal maker too. She's much like me in that respect. She loves watercolor and journals and cards, and she's back. Hey, Neema.
Hi,
Looks good. Yay, you're back. I was just talking about you and your channel and how everybody should go over and check it out and subscribe and hang out with you.
thank you. And I
How
apologize
often do
for
you
all these
post?
things.
How often do you post videos, Neema?
Um, I try to post the one for I think that one keeps me going with a routine is the one for craft roulette. But then the rest is when I can, pretty much.
Mhm.
Although now during the winter and during the holidays, I try to post every day.
Oh, wow.
Um, for the I do a little quick 5 to 10 minutes card for one of those advent calendars. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sponsored. I just bought it,
Right?
and, and and then about 12 days before Christmas, I paint watercolor. I call it the 12 days of watercolor, and then I do that. Um, I do a little quick video, but I travel.
Nice.
I travel a lot, so I have to take my little paintings with me. So
I
they're
love
gonna
that
be.
though.
I I just recorded in and uploading them, recording from the bathroom.
A lot of
Now,
times I used to do my voiceovers in my closet because you won't with all the clothing in there, you won't get reverb and all that. So it's Crafts and Designs by Neema. I'm about to share a link to her channel in the chat for all of you because I want you to go check her out. So let me get that here for you guys. Okay, Neema. So while we were having technical difficulties, I
mhm,
started another snowman scene in a different journal. So I have my sky, my first layer of my sky done.
mhm. I see it.
So should we start at our second snowman?
Yeah. So I have in here the sky on mine, and I just um splatter the the bleed
Gouache?
proof white.
Uh
I
huh.
always confuse the bleed proof white to create those fussy, if the fussy effect.
Okay.
And then while that gets dry, I'm gonna go into the snowman because I want to take advantage of that blue around. And I'm gonna
Okay.
switch my brush to something
Do you
smaller.
go? So do you use any color or do you just use a wet brush?
I'm gonna use first a wet brush just to pull from the
The
color
blue?
that got inside. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Zal, it's so lame, isn't it? My chat's at the bottom too. It's just what just started about a week or two, a couple of weeks ago. And I know it's kind of lame. I don't really like it, to be honest, obviously.
So now I'm thinking about where the shadow will be
Okay.
because I got more of the bleed on one side. I'm gonna take advantage of that, and that will be like the darkest part, the shadow of my snowman.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna leave the other side as white as possible. And I'm
Okay.
gonna point his nose that way. Because with watercolor, you have to be flexible. The water will do its own thing.
Yes.
So you just, you know, accommodate to whatever you get at the end. So now I have all this shadow in here that instead of adding color, I just pull from the little bit of a bleed that I had in here. Let me just let's see if I can just zoom in a little. Now I always like to add a little bit of dirty color, brown or even green or something at the bottom and near where the branches for the arms will go.
Okay.
And I like to do that because snow is pretty, but it's not clean. And it gets that will give it like more realistic effect. I'm not going for realism, but but if I can add a little bit of a detail.
Yeah, contrast and depth really help.
Hmm. And with watercolor, sometimes, especially at this size, you don't need to go um, into details. You just want to provide the person that is looking in here with enough information for them to build the image in the brain.
Mhm. Well, that's something that amazes me about your work is how you fit so much into such a little space. It's really quite remarkable. But I like what you're saying because we also fill it in ourselves with our mind.
Yeah. And with watercolor, like I said, it's just sometimes we want to put so many details, and you just need to give enough information and that's it. Now, my sky is kind of okay. It's yeah. So I'm gonna do another layer around the snowman, just on the back, because I said that that's gonna be the darkest part,
Mm. Okay.
and I lost a little bit of the definition. So I'm gonna add the darker in here, and I put a lot of paint in here, just in there, and then I'm gonna pull out. And what I did is that I cleaned my brush, and my hands are always with paint, and I'm just gonna extend that paint. I'm not gonna worry about the snowflakes because I'm gonna add them again later on. Plus, paint this watercolor paint is translucent, so
Mhm.
we're gonna be able to see a little bit of some of them. I just want to create a contrast, like you said.
And do you blend that shadow into the sky a little bit
Yep.
or do you leave it pretty
Just
concentrated?
I leave a very concentrated around the snowman,
Uh-huh.
but then from there I pull out into the.
Okay.
And just on that side, because that's where
The shadow is.
the shadow is.
All right.
And I see that you put the arms already.
Yeah, I began because I just wanted something there,
Uh-huh.
right? Because layers.
Yep. And you can paint over and then just paint them again.
Right.
I don't like the browns that I have in here. They're kind of too red. So I added in here green
Mm.
and
To neutralize it.
red. Green and red to make
Mm-hmm.
the brown that I wanted. And let me bring it in here. You can see it. I added a little bit of the this reddish brown that I had in there, but it's mostly brown and red and green. And the size of my brush, this is a 10-0.
Oh, wow.
I love painting with very, very small.
Well, I would imagine with a with a small canvas, a large brush is gonna work against you.
But yeah, there's some people that they have incredible abilities.
My brush is a 6. It's working for me so far,
And another
but I
thing
won't
that
be
I
able to.
like, oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Another thing that I liked about the watercolor is that you can fix things. Like
Yes.
when I put the arm in here, I went too far into the body on this side, and well, that arm is kind of on the back. I got a little bit of water and I clean it up. That's it.
Yeah, I think watercolor is pretty forgiving as a
Oh yeah.
medium.
Oh yeah.
It just brings me joy. I just love watercolor so much.
So what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the scarf?
Sure. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
And then at the end we can put the um you know the rest, the face, because the face will carry the expression.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah,
right.
let's go
So
for the scarf.
let's go for the scarf. And I like the scarf. I love burgundy, purple,
I've really been getting
pink.
into maroon lately, and I've never uh, maroon is not a color I've ever been really into, but I have been lately. I've been really enjoying it the last couple of months.
Huh, that's very interesting.
I know.
Like a sepia type,
Of
or
maroon,
uh-huh.
pretty rich and saturated.
Maroon. Wow, that's very
I
interesting.
know.
No, I'm a kind of very girly, like a pink and purple, burgundy a little bit, just um. But I'm a very pink and purple.
And there's just no wrong way to tie this scarf on, you guys. I don't know what I'm not I really don't have a vision. I'm just putting something on there.
Hmm. And this little watercolor someone asked, and these are actually, I got this one in Hobby Lobby. I
Oh,
love
your
going to
little
Hobby
palette?
Lobby. My little palettes, the two of them.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't know they sold those there. That's great.
Mm-hmm. You have to look on
The painting aisle?
the painting where they have the little tubes for watercolor and things like that. That's where they have them,
Mhm.
and they
Oh.
don't carry that many.
Well, there you go, guys.
Right, so let's go with the. I'm always kind of doing adjustments here and there. We still have to do the pile of snow on the bottom.
Okay.
We can start with that. You're gonna round your snowman. That you're and then add a little bit of shadow, like it said, and you can pull from the sky into it. Just add a little. And when you add water to a surface watercolor that is already dry, it's going to create a line that actually that's going to work for me because it's going to define my little pile of snow a little better.
I've made a mess that I'm trying to clean up. My I had a little spot of purple. Now I have a whole half of my snowman is purple. I did not clean that up very well. So I'm just going to go with a little white and just white out that a
Yeah,
little bit. My snowman is very reflective. There we go. That'll follow you with your snowdrift. Mine just got a little out of control. So if you can
that's
guide me
good.
again.
That looks good. You know, the it could be like you said, reflection. There's,
Mhm.
you know, you can do a bright light coming from that corner.
Up
Maybe
here
put some
and the top right.
on the top
Yeah.
right. And you can put just color, a little pink color in there. But it
So
is
how do I
fine
do
like
my
that kind of thing.
snowdrift? How should I do address the bottom, the snowdrift area?
Just put some um I mean, like, I'm just painting over in there, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of brown, and I'm gonna put it over like you just did. Actually, you did that first, and that was exactly the same things that I normally do to build the body. And you have that line already done on yours. And you can put some of the blue and the pink because the snow will reflect it. All right. So, and I'm just kind of ready to put the little face in there. Mixing colors to get the orange for the snow. You know, what? I should flip this and use that palette. I have beautiful colors in here. I was painting some pumpkins, and that's why I have those greens and yellow. Yep. But for the snow, for the nose, it's perfect. Maybe a little lighter, just because it's so dark, and I want him to look up. So the nose is gonna give me the perspective.
Oh, shucks. My eye bled right into my carrot nose. I thought I put enough distance there. I guess not. I'm going to use a tissue instead of my big. There we go.
Okay.
My big cloth.
And we might need to put several layers if you want something brighter. And for the eyes, I'm just gonna use my micro pen.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna bother to,
I just want
and might have one eye that it will be covered,
by
but
the
because,
nose.
yeah, but because I don't want you to think that it's missing an eye, I'm just gonna put a little dot, very small. And
Yeah,
I
Zal, it's weird. Sorry. Because used to I've always streamed vertically when I have a guest and the chat was always on the side like it is in a normal video. but then just a couple of weeks ago, they changed it. But come to find out, YouTube is testing some things on my channel. So I don't have control over it. They are just testing a few things. Like they tested how the display names would change, and they don't like let me know when they're testing things on my channel. It's just what they do, but I haven't changed anything.
It sometimes the size of the display also affect, if you are in a very big screen that is wider. I do have one, and I just turn on my computer, and
Mm,
on my big screen is showing on the right hand side. Weird.
it is weird.
But in my computer, it was showing on the bottom. Hey, I see. Now I'm gonna. It's now that it's kind of getting dry. I'm so sorry that if I haven't said hello, now I'm kind of coming, getting.
Hi, Cordelia.
I just say hi, everybody, but I didn't
Hi, Debbie
acknowledge that
J.
everybody's there. Thank you so much.
They're having their own over there. I'm catching it though, guys. I'm caught up today. I have to tell you. Well, Nima, I think my first one looks pretty dry with the
Yeah,
salt.
mine too. So
I
I
might be
like
able to
to
go back
use.
to that one.
Yeah, we can go back to that one, and I like to use just a scraper to pull that salt out. And you probably got a better effect than mine.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I've never had much success with the salt, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna just kind of tap mine off in the trash can.
Oh no, it just so this is I have my trash can kind of this is the salt. These ones that they're darker in there, that's the salt. That's the salt. They kind of built a little bit of a lighter, and then because I was using um kosher salt, that is a
Mm,
big one. I got this big dark spots in there, but then around the spot, they're kind of lighter. You see?
yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah. So this area here, it like draws up the watercolor and
Mhm.
soaks it up, and I guess pulls it in to
Yep,
itself, which pulls all that pigment in and makes it darker.
yep.
Very cool. Oh my
Very cool.
goodness. My first successful salt.
And then
Um,
depending on the salt that you use, you're gonna get different effect,
different results. I
different
think I have
results,
some
yeah.
Himalayan pink salts. Um,
And if you
might
put
have to try
different
that.
spot of colors, that's what I did with this one, that I have the purple, very, concentrated, the green. Alright, so
Me too, Angie. I know y'all sat at the same table together, the same pod. Angie's talking.
yeah, so we finished with this one. Is it a little yeah. We finished with that one, we're gonna go back to the original one. Mhm. Me too. I wanna add a little bit of snow on right on the tip of the nose and on the branches, and for that, it needs to be completely dry. And then the splatters, of course. So let's go back to that. And we can use a different technique with this one.
Okay.
How about if we put some ink in here?
Let's do it.
And then if you have, I have this micro pen,
Uh-huh. I do too.
so we can just kind of draw around, and then we're gonna define the, and I'm gonna make him pretty much the same style. So he's gonna have the nose. He's gonna have. Let's start with the scarf, and then I'm gonna paint over. Or you can paint and then add the ink. That's another way to do it.
I'm trying to find a micron with a finer tip, and I'm struggling. Let's see. All my tips are so big. Okay, here's a little tip because my snowman is tiny. Okay, let me get caught up here. All right.
So I'm using uh, 01 and 05. And I'm giving him very, very long arms in here. It's probably we can add a little bird in
Oh,
one of the.
yes. Let's add a bird.
I'm gonna build the base. Um, I love to use my pens to add shadows.
Mm. Like hatch marks?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you paint over with the watercolor, it's just gonna intensify the shadow. And then I'm gonna get my brush and I'm gonna start pulling a little bit. Oops, Jesus, I'm so clumsy. I'm so sorry. Uh, I have some of the color from the sky that it got into the shape of the snow in here. So I'm pulling again from that one just to
Oh,
take
okay.
advantage. So, Biddy, how long you been watercoloring?
Oh, I don't know. Just my stamped images, just my cards is really when I started watercoloring. It was never a medium that I used because I used to paint like large wall paintings and paintings, on canvas. But I
Mm.
always used acrylic or oil. I never used watercolor until I started card making. But I absolutely love it.
Because that one that you show me, I love it. The accordion that is
Uh
a
huh.
whole thing. That's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Hey,
no, I really never liked using alcohol markers. I just never took to them. I tried and I tried because that's what all the card makers use to color their stamped images. But I just didn't get any joy from it. So I started watercoloring my stamped images and I get a lot of joy from that. So that's really where it all began for me.
I love to do that too. Stamping and watercoloring. The stamp is
Yes.
really something that I enjoy. I've been adding some extra color. Like I always like to put on the ground a little bit of the colors from the sky.
Mm.
And this guy is kind of sad in his expression. Look at that. He's like
Aw.
maybe he needs like a star right here.
He needs a little bird friend.
Yeah, that too.
Come
But
cheer him up.
can put it in here. I can put it in the back, and I'm gonna put a star in here, and then both they're gonna be, um, And now that you said the stamp, I do have a stamp, a really really small stamp with a bird that we can put in there.
I don't have one, so I'm gonna have to draw one.
I
But I can
have a
do
lot
that.
of stamp from art impressions, and they do a lot of
Ah,
watercolor thing. And
yes.
have some very very old ones. I'm a treasure hunter, so I go around the area looking for state sales and other things and get um all stamps, all sets. I love that.
I love that. I've been wanting to start a series on my channel. Um, we kind of started it, and then I need to pick it back up, but we're casing old cards and old like card magazines, like old Stamping Up catalogs and stuff like that. But what I want to start incorporating is using old stamps too, like you might find at a thrift store or something. Because I feel like there's a lot of inspiration for all the new stuff, but there's not a lot of inspiration for all the old stuff. And I feel like our thrift stores and all of these secondhand art supply stores are filling up with the old
But
supplies. And I figure
mhm,
people need some inspiration of how to use them. So I've been thinking about starting that on my channel.
I agree. That's a great like project. Plus, I have seen you casing some um designs and cards from magazines,
Yes.
and you're wonderful at doing that.
Oh, thank you. It's
Ca-
fun.
Casing is a hard thing because um for me it's very easy to imitate
And copy. Yeah.
and copy instead of casing. Casing is really a hard thing.
Yeah.
I use all stamps. Yeah, I don't. My budget is not a big budget to buy the new things. I wish I
All the
could
new
buy
things.
everybody
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, and, like, I want people to when they do go to Goodwill or, their thrift store or these art stores and they see all these old wooden stamps, like, to see that there's a lot of joy left in those. There's a lot of creativity left there that we can all take part in and embrace.
And it's
Because,
sad
yeah,
that
everyone does have different budgets.
oh yeah, yeah. And like I said, I would love to use and to just um to be able to buy from everybody, but it's just
Yeah, but it's not
out of
possible.
my yeah.
Yeah, it's not possible for anyone. Um,
But yeah, if
really,
you
you
wanna do
know?
something like the
Mhm.
casing thing, that's wonderful. I love it. I love that idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it started.
Do you have one of these stamp positioners?
I
Old
do have
school?
a stamp positioner. I don't have one of the old school ones. I gave it away when my sister-in-law was getting into card making, and I gave her a whole bunch of stuff. I gave her all my red rubber stamps at the time. I have more now. And I gave her my Stamp-A-Majig that Stampin' Up! Used to make.
Mhm. Oh, I don't know that one. Um, so mine is 2 pieces of acrylic, like an
Uh-huh.
L shape, and and it's just a really, really old school, but very good for watercoloring. Because sometimes the paper of the watercolor doesn't wanna stick, or if you're doing it in a notebook, it's hard to put it in a modern stamp positioner. So
Yes. Oh, cool. I'll have to
so let's
check you
see.
out, like, using that because I could definitely use some, um, techniques as far as that's concerned. Because a lot of times I just stamp and then color and then cut it out or whatever, or I'll cut a square or die cut, a shape that's the size I need and then stamp on it and color it, that kind of thing.
So
I
let's bring
really
this
like
to see.
the difference between our two pieces because I like both styles. I like the watercolor that doesn't have any lines in it and it's just pure watercolor. But then I also really love the illustrative style of
Mhm.
the one we did with the ink. Yours are so beautiful, Nima.
Hey, yours are fantastic. Oh,
Are you guys gonna
did
try
you
that? Are you guys
did
gonna
you put
try
a hat
this?
on yours?
No, I tried to draw a little bird on it.
It's
The
hard to
bird
for
has
me. Let
landed
me
on his head.
I see it. I see it. Let me just see it on my other computer. Oh, yes. I see it. It's a bird.
Teeny tiny little bird.
So here's my stamp positioner. I got this one from Art Impressions.
Okay.
It's
Do they
an
still
L.
sell them?
Yes, they did.
Oh.
And they use it all the time. And
Oh,
so
okay.
so it comes with the L and it comes with this acrylic. And what you need to
Okay.
do is that you stamp on the corner, whatever you
Uh-huh.
want to. And that's my little bird. And then I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna bring it and put it wherever I want it. That's where I wanted my bird to go. And then I bring again the L, and let me just add a little more ink to that. And I'm just inking the bird. The bird has the branches, but I'm just gonna ink the bird. And if there's any part missing,
Oh,
I can
that's
add it.
awesome.
So now I just have to remove this piece
The uh-huh.
and then stamp this one in here. Because when I stamped that on the acrylic part and the acrylic piece, it was in that corner. So let's see.
How cool. I love that they still sell those.
So I just have to paint it in there
Nice. And
and
that way
add
you
a
can
little bit.
line it up.
Yes. Yeah. And then it give you a lot of, I mean, it's just makes it easier. It should be
Yes.
red
Because that
because
is
it's
the
a
trick. That's the
Mhm.
tricky thing about, rubber stamps and block stamps is lining them up.
Yep.
How cool. Oh, I'm so glad you showed us that. I could tell everybody's glad you showed us that. Cheryl, hi. Cheryl's glad. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Nemo, that's awesome." Yes, that's so cool. I didn't know I didn't know they still made them. I think
Yeah.
Stampin' Up! Has, decided that they're not gonna sell any more cling mounted. They're going full photopolymer. But
Really?
there's still a lot of great companies that do, like Art Impressions and,
Mhm.
Unity Stamp.
Mhm.
They do rubber, red rubber, and Tim and others. I like red rubber stamps. I like photopolymer too, but that is very cool. Yeah, I need a tool like that.
And it's really, really less than $10.
Oh, Vicky, you're trying it? You're practicing the snowman? You like your first one, but maybe not the second one as much? Oh, yeah, just keep going. Just keep swimming. You got this. And maybe when you come back to your second one, you're going to go, "Oh, wait, no, I do like that." I do that all the time.
Yeah, sometimes we just have to step away.
Step away. Yeah, to come back and really actually appreciate what we made. And then sometimes I come back and go, "Oh my gosh, I don't like it at all." It's
Yeah, but
seldom, but it
it's
does happen,
watercolor. It's watercolor, just put some ink on top. Keep
right?
moving the water.
Okay,
Alright,
so I got my cover on my little book here. So I'm fully assembled now with my
nice.
little watercolor book.
I'm just gonna add a big star in here.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea. With my second one, I just leaned into the fact that I had colors bleeding, and so I just made them extra dark. The
Yeah.
first one, I kind of blended it out a bit and covered it up a little bit. On the second one, I just leaned right into it and was like, this snowman's very reflective. I like your star. So I have to go at 10 a.m. today. We're not done yet. We've got time, but I want because I have to travel today. I have to go pick my mom up. We're doing the grandma exchange again, meeting my brother halfway.
Oh,
And she spent Thanksgiving there at
mhm.
his house. And so I'm going to pick her up halfway today.
Hey, I'm gonna add some splatters, and this brush is gonna give me
Oh, yeah.
splatters everywhere. That's a not a. It's everywhere, but except on the painting that I want.
Right?
Yeah,
That's the nature of splatters. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add splatters too.
and I want very, very thin splatters. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use a big brush, and then I'm gonna just splatter. It's like a snowstorm.
Mhm. That way the
And my
snowman can have
bird got
friends.
covered. Talking about adjusting, look what happened with my little bird. It just got all covered with snow.
But once it dries, you can go back in if you
Yep.
want.
Oh yeah. I will get it back to red in there. Just pulling the white as much as possible, and then I will.
I think I will turn mine into like a little snow time storybook. So I'm envisioning over here. I think I'm going to put a little mailbox right here and then a tree and work in a scene. I don't know what else is going to go. Maybe the house will be over here, maybe a little house and have like a whole little scene.
That's gonna look really nice, and then you can continue the whole story.
Exactly.
Do you paint on the back?
Will I paint on the back?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like not.
or like in my other one, what I did is I had my whole story on the front page, and on the backs I added some quotes. Take the journey, deep dive, just different ones. True friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. And friendship resists time, distance, and silence. So I just added some like friendship quotes to the back and watercolored the back, but and stamped the back, but didn't really add any imagery.
So that's
So that's what I
perfect
did on
because
that one.
um it's an accordion, so you can use the back as well.
Exactly.
I was
I could
thinking that
probably
I
put
can,
like a Christmas, maybe snowman poem or something on the back.
yeah, or make it like one of those that is like never ending, like you flip and continue looking.
Mhm.
Have you seen some of those?
Yeah.
They're amazing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna add this to a card,
Oh, that
and
one
I'm
there that
gonna.
you painted? You're gonna make it
Mhm.
to a card?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let me just get a piece of paper.
Bye, Cheryl. Glad you were here. Hugs to you. Going to the post office. I need to go to the post office so bad. Oh my goodness. I need to go by there on my way out of town. That's what I'll do.
I'm gonna use
That
this
I'll do.
purple. It's just gonna bring up the purple into the. I have a little bit of purple in here, a lot in here.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. Oh, that's pretty.
And since this one is kind of the illustrated one, let me just cut this straight or as straight as I can without using. All right. I'm going to add a border around that using this marker in here. Let's get a piece of paper. All right. And I'm just going to add the border with the marker. And I love doing this because I can add a thin border without adding another layer.
Mm. Ooh, kids in a snowball fight. That's a great idea, Zenjen. Hi, Bethany. Now, I saw at the very beginning of our live that people were talking about snow already. Inches of snow.
Now,
Something
in
Neema and
many,
I just don't know about
well, a few
in our
years
neck of
ago,
the woods.
yeah, in Florida, we don't get that.
Very rarely do we get it here.
Yeah. Well, here in South Florida, we never get it. But
Right?
I used to live in New Jersey, and yeah, and then
Got
my
plenty of
daughters,
it,
they
huh?
still up north. And
This
I
has
will,
been so much fun, Neema. I've had a wonderful time with you today. I hope you'll come back and join me again.
well, I hope you invite me again. And
Of course.
I'm so sorry for all the um technical issues.
Oh, well, you didn't do anything. It's not your fault. Don't Nothing to apologize for. We have technical things over here all the time. This is nothing new. And you're dealing with someone who just opts out of technology as much as possible.
So it's kind of thing because I work with a software company, and I do a lot of things for software. But when it comes to enjoying to these type of things, I just
Exactly.
want to have fun and enjoy this, and and I don't want to worry about technology that much.
Well, exactly. I have to be on the computer for my job nonstop. Like there's no other part of my job that's like paperwork or book work or anything like that. It's just full computer all the time. So I when I was picking a hobby back when I chose card making, part of it was I wanted to be unplugged. I did not want to use a computer whatsoever, which is one reason why I've never got into like the crickets and stuff.
Hmm.
Is because I don't want to use my computer. I don't want to be plugged in. I want to be unplugged for my crafting.
Exactly. That's me. You know, I found this one in here. I was looking. No, believed in the magic of Christmas. I like that one.
Oh, nice.
Yes. All right. So know that you have to leave soon. So let's finish this
Yeah.
card and call it done.
And we'll have to call it done. I'm just working on my little scene that I have in my head. It's hard to go because I could just do this all day, but, responsibility and such, adulting.
Absolutely. Yep.
I must adult.
Why we have to grow up, huh?
I don't know. I like Peter Pan. I want to be on his team. I'm on his team.
Me too. Me too.
Do we have any other Peter Pans out there hanging out with us today?
I love. I
Spice
wish I could have
Engine.
more time to play.
Yes. And life in general.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We just have to make time for it.
Absolutely.
I wake
Yes.
up at 5 a.m. every day so I can play, so I can start my day with play.
I do that. I get up in the morning and I do my routine things. I go for a quick walk and then my prayers while I'm walking, and then I have to work until like 6 or 7 p.m. And if I'm teaching a class, and that's another that's another thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, we try to play as much as possible.
That's right.
That's all we can do.
Uh,
That's all we can do.
Years ago, I told, my daughter she was asking me something. I was like, "I play all the time. These are my toys.
Yeah,
This is my version of play."
my husband loves cars, and then that's his
Ah,
playing thing. He's constantly in the garage, and
playing with
then
his toys.
yeah, playing with his toys. If he's and then he works, and he's still working. He doesn't want to retire.
For
So
some people, it's better to keep going. My
that's
dad
him.
retired and just kept, he just spent more time doing the things he really wanted to do, but he just kept going or really stopped working, in that way. He just kept working on, I mean, cars were his passion. And so he always had a car in the shop that he was rebuilding or fixing up or whatever. And that was his joy.
My husband still have the his very first car, a 1967 GTO.
Oh, that is so cool. I wish I had my first car, which was a 1976 Stingray Corvette that my dad and I
Oh
fixed up
my
together.
god. We have a
Yeah.
66 Corvette.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah. I wish I still had that. I sold it for tuition, but I wish I still had it.
Well, it went for a very good cause.
Yes, I guess. I'd rather have the car.
So I added the snow on the branches,
That
and then I
card
added
is beautiful.
thank you.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Please keep going. Tell us
Oh, no,
everything.
no. I'm just telling you the things that I put on this one that I added the snow on the branches and a little bit on the scarf and the nose.
Mm.
And then you can add more little snow if you want to. Because sometimes we don't need to do splatters. We can just put the little dots.
If you want controlled snow.
Yeah.
I Now, Nima, while I have you here,
Hmm.
I want to put a little cottage home here. Can you
Yeah.
show me how to make a cottage? Can you show me how to paint a cottage home? How you would do it? Because you painted all of those homes
So what type
in
of
that
like
book.
a oh yeah, like a something like a tree house?
Yes.
All
Well,
right.
not a tree house. Over here, I have this open scene where I want to put like a little cottage or cabin, just a small, quaint home right here.
Okay. So we can do I like to start like with the roof
Okay.
and then just very simple. And then for this we don't have we don't have the time, but then you do the sketch and I did it on a pen so you could see it using normally I do it in pencil, but you do the sketch and then you start painting. Um, just and once it gets dry, you can use stamps, little stamps of Christmas trees if you
Mm.
have the solids ones, and then stamp them around. And I want my
So your little home journal, did
uh-huh.
you did you create videos for that? Is that something we can go back and watch you paint all those fun little homes?
No, I have a video showing the piece, but not.
Mm.
Maybe I should do something like that. But yeah, no, didn't. I didn't think about it. Maybe for the next one.
Yeah, I think um it's just so cool that all the different ways that you came up with homes, all the different habitats
Oh
and
yeah.
environments.
So I did this one. Let's pull this back. Just want to bring. Let me remove this table from here, and I'm gonna bring this back up in here. Now you're gonna see my mess. So I did it by like theme. Like this is more like a coastal type of, and you
Uh-huh.
got, and then on the city. And I don't know what type of city will be this one, but kind of more city like suburb. And then this is like the little beach houses,
Yes. I just love it so much. It's
the tree houses.
amazing.
This is my favorite one. I mean, I do
Oh,
like this one with
I
all the
love them
stairs.
all. I couldn't pick a favorite.
And and then my daughter wanted me to do the mushrooms.
Ah, so
Yes,
precious. I'm glad you showed us again because that is really just quite a work of art.
thank you.
Really lovely.
Thanks. Thanks.
I'm gonna heat this real quick because I do want to add some like little trees to it. Your card came out so lovely. I think I will have to make some cards like this for Christmas this year. Make some little snowman cards
Yeah, and
and journal.
yeah, you can make it into anything. You can just put a little frame around and then give it like a little picture to someone. So sometimes, sometimes we like a card so much that we say, okay, we're gonna just mount it. And
Yeah,
I use my dice, like a reverse type dice. And what I do is that instead of use it to cut the frame where I'm gonna put the card, I use it to cut. Instead of using the paper, I use it to cut the frame. So I trim around, and then the opening will be there, and I just have to sit that on top.
nice. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about being a 5x7 card maker or making a lot of 5x7 cards is I feel like they can easily be framed if someone chose to, if they wanted to, they could easily frame them.
Exactly. Here
Because you can
is one
always
that I
find a
have.
5x7 frame.
This is a square frame, but then the picture, it's just 5 by 5. The whole
Mm.
the
Yeah.
whole back in there, and I use one of those dies to cut the hole in the cardstock, and I don't have to. And I just put the picture in there, and it looks like something that you buy. So it's
Yeah, it's
not
got
only
a little
cards or journals,
saint.
you can use it for many things.
Right. That barn is just beautiful that
Thank
you
you.
did. So lovely. Quite the artist, Miss Neema. That's why I had to have you on.
Thank you
You
so
are
much.
just such a talented artist. We
Thank
are
you.
blessed by you being in our community.
I have learned so much
Absolutely.
from you. You know that.
Oh, really?
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
imagine.
Do you think I was doing this type of little books or journals or something like, and this is one, this
Yes,
is
I thought
my
you were doing all that before me.
no. This is some of my the work that I normally when I'm doing my things just for me.
Ah, what a lovely art journal.
Mhm.
Very mixed media.
Yes.
Very beautiful. Ooh, I
Yeah,
love the
that's
tree in the center of that one page. I'm watching the delayed on my big screen so I can really see it, but how beautiful. Yeah, I wanna start art journaling more myself.
and you see in here a lot of the die cuts. I use a lot of them inside of.
Mhm. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous. So fun. And it seems like you work in a double pay like, in a spread, like,
Mhm.
which is
Yes,
great.
yeah, they have, it's like my painting one, the one that I use, this one in here, and this one is straight from one of your classes, you know?
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you can learn from me and that we can share and I can learn from you.
And this is a big one.
I do feel like creativity and inspiration are like a boomerang. It bounces off me and it bounces off you, and we can just go back and forth with inspiring each other.
I think that's part of being a community, you know?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much for sharing so much with us here today. Let me see if I still have your link here. Hi, Christy. No, it didn't. I'm going to add her link one more time here with you guys, real quick, um, before we go, because I really want you um, to go check out Neema's channel. It's Cards and Creations by Neema, right?
Uh, craft and designs
Craft and Design, sorry. Crafts and
uh,
Designs by Neema.
by Neem. Yeah. When I was trying to put a name, my daughter said, "Don't limit the name
Yeah,
to cards."
that's right. She was right. She was very, very right. I'm sharing a link now.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm just gonna go and read all those things, and
Aw,
feel free to send me a note, send me an email, go to my channel, put a comment there, and I will answer. My email is craft and design by Nima too. At gmail.com. Craft and design by Nima at gmail.com. If you want to
nice.
send me an email, if you have a question that I probably didn't.
And are you on Instagram?
I am. In Instagram, it's a little different because my Instagram has been with me since Instagram open. It's Nima
Uh-huh.
underscore 197. And Neema is with double E. Neema and underscore 197.
Okay. I'm adding that just typed out here in the chat, but I can't actually add her Instagram. But there you go,
Mhm.
Neema underscore 197.
Yeah.
Because you could tag her if you guys end up painting snowmen or something else inspired by what she shared with us here today. You could totally tag her and Instagram and share the pictures. I'm sure Neema would love to see it.
I will definitely love to see them. It would be really an honor.
So my little book came together, Neema, and the whole front side is maybe not done because I want to come back in and add some more of the illustrative style because that's so I want to come back in and add some black line details to it. But I mean, it's pretty much done. And I have a little accordion book. Now I can do the backside.
That looks so awesome. Look at that. Wow, you really did a lot.
I move kind of quick. And then I have a second one started, and my second one will start with the snowman. So we'll have to see where that story goes. Or maybe
Wow.
I'll just do like, little random ones, kind of like a junk journal. Like maybe I'll just do little random scenes and it doesn't have to be like a whole long scene that way. But
Wow.
yeah, it all starts with a mailbox because I thought that would be kind of poignant with cards, us being card makers.
That's really, really I'm really like, I feel like I didn't do anything.
No, you did amazing. You taught me and everybody else how to do this. You made a book. You decorated the book. You made a card, a big awesome card. Like, please. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys are feeling inspired and that you enjoyed the live stream and hanging out. And I'll be back on Monday. And we've got to have Neema back with us again, right? So I will definitely have you back, Neema, if you'll come and join us again.
Anytime, anytime. Thank you so much
Awesome.
for inviting me. Thank
Of
you.
course. Of course. All right. Well, love and hugs to everyone. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Nima.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great weekend, everyone.